you know there's going to be a spotlight.
Are you ready?
I am, yes.
Go.
So tonight I'd like to talk to you about failure fear.
Stand a bit closer to the microphone.
Sorry. As you can tell, I'm suffering a little bit from the fear right now, which is a bit ironic. So who is scared of failing? I think everybody is at some point in their life, because we're taught it from a very young age that failure is really negative and it has to be avoided at all costs. That during school, if you don't pass, then you won't get into your next level and people will laugh at you and you feel guilty for making mistakes and not achieving your goals. And that stayed with me throughout my life. I've always been really frightened of failure. My mum used to always say, don't fail, it's so bad, and the world will end kind of thing. And then in 2008, I failed my degree. And it hit me like a bus. I just didn't see it coming. I like the picture before I failed, happy after I failed. Literally a day apart, these pictures. I felt I'd wasted 3 years of my life, a stupid amount of money, I'd worked really hard, best attendance. Basically my life was doomed. And like everything was chaotic, and I just had to sit back and think about the year and what to do next. So I got married, thought about having kids, didn't really want kids, tried to get a job and there were no jobs because of the big crash and all that. So then I thought, alright, well, what did I enjoy from my last degree which had failed? God damn. And I thought, well, I quite like metalwork actually, metalwork and jewellery, and I've always been a fan of jewellery, I'm covered in it. So I did some research and found that Sheffield Hallam University had a degree in jewellery and metalwork. I applied for it. I got an interview, and the interview went absolutely terrible. The tutor got dragged out to see me the date went on the letter. Like, she said that basically it's the worst portfolio I've ever seen, you're not going to get in, you're going to fail. So I was like outside crying, this goth covered in black runny eyeliner. I was just like, what am I going to do with my life? It was all disruption. But then I got it. Hey! I don't know how. This also meant I had to start from scratch. 3 years. Nothing seemed to benefit me from my first degree. Even that dissertation. This is pictures of me working really hard in the workshop, as you can see. And after 3 extra years of working on a degree, I actually graduated. 4 years late, but I got there. But like, this black and white picture, my face is like, oh my god! Like 4 years later, thank God for that. And I can quite honestly say that I got a 2-1 in metalwork and jewellery, and I firmly believe my first failing of my degree made me fantastic at the second degree, because I knew what they wanted, and like I felt like I'd done my part and I could get my head down. 6 months later, I set up my own jewellery business from home, Gems Jewellery by Swailes, and I've been doing that for about 18 months, and I fail all the time, and it's becoming a lot easier to deal with. I get rejection, access denied from like funding opportunities, competitions, exhibitions I really want to get in year after year. And a really good example of a recent massive failure I had was the open day at Liberty in London last month. I got to London, I queued for 6 hours. I got to see me by this really tired buyer, kind of just looked at me and went, you're not very fashionable. Have you tried local galleries? And they were like, what? Come on. But I figured out how to make a really good blog post, and I got myself some wine. So, I mean, you could argue it's taken me 9 years to get this degree. In that time I could have been a doctor. Perhaps not. In our mind we have success as a straight arrow pointing there, when in reality success is like a wobbly line of mishaps, learning curves, failures, retries, and it makes us better for it. And this is a quote I saw once scribbled on a billboard in graffiti, and I think it's the truest quote I've ever seen. I think, yes, that is exactly how I think now. So my final thought is, even though it sucks at the time to fail, don't stay bitter, learn from it, use it, stay true to yourself, and no matter what, don't quit. Thank you.